Alright, we're back, folks. We got Rusty Jackson and Clint Poehlein. I'm in the box with Logan Dukeman. He's on the mic tonight.
Yeah, we need you, man. I'm excited for a dogfight.
Jason, can you hear us okay? Alright, we got a 5-5 race here. I don't trust this chair. Looks like he's getting a little practice. Old Rusty Jackson.
Like you said, Chad, we got a 5-5 race, and this is one of the more excited matches I'm looking forward to watching throughout the weekend. Two even guys. Old Rusty's took down some giants. Clint went deep in the 9-ball.
There we go. We got the doubles tournament starting soon. That's a fun tournament. It starts here in about an hour or less. This Rusty guy shoots pretty dang good. He shoots like a 700 for sure.
The thing about Rusty is that you ain't gonna catch him making many mistakes. He's very smooth, very consistent. There's not a whole lot of hole in his game.
Looks like we're looking for Clint. Where is Clint? He's probably out in his car asleep. Greg Davis. Is Greg Davis still in here? My man. Here's Clint. Yeah, go get him a Red Bull.
No, I don't want to drop the announcer's curse on anybody, but Clint was one of my horses in my race that I picked to win the whole thing. I'm waiting for that one right there.
Go down more. Oh, yeah, that one.
That will be going to where they're playing at. Allison's playing right now, women's side.
Oh. So Hebner must have beat her.
Yeah, he did. We got Ray and Brian. I've been going to watch too. Table 17. needed their headset because you were commentating the other night, weren't you? You were commentating the other night, weren't you?
I was.
We needed their headset for you. I was sitting here watching it. I was trying to figure out who the fuck was talking.
Yeah, it's me. I didn't announce myself very often, but yeah.
You should have.
All right, guys.
We going?
See who breaks.
Looks like Clint won the coin toss, and he's going to have the opening break.
I never heard of Rusty till today.
You know, Rusty Jackson played the 9-ball, and he played a strong 9-ball. If I'm not mistaken, I think he kind of went through the final 8 in the 9-ball along with Clint. So this will be a match to watch. Right, folks. Looks like Clint sank a ball on the break. I'm not sure Striper saw. Looks like it might have been a stripe.
Clint's from Owensboro, isn't he?
He's from the Owensboro area. Clint is one of our players that shoots the 9-ball quite often out of Grandview, Indiana. He spends all of his time in the Grandview tournaments, and he usually performs pretty well. Looks like he has picked the stripes to allocate.
I think he's going to combo into the 4. No, you're right.
He's going to pull it off. Looks like he's got a 15, walk down the table.
Oh, Clint is from Tell City, Darren says.
Telsey, that's kind of where I hail from, Chad.
Darren, do you know where this Rusty guy's from? Nashville, Russellville, Kentucky. Yeah, Darren, he beat Ray Schultz like the very first round. I think it was. Maybe that was a 9-ball.
That's what it looked to me. Well, he's got a pretty good table to look at. Little bit of work, but a very good table to look at.
I believe the 8 goes by. You got this overhead view. I like the overhead view. Eight goes by, clear the 2 and the 5.
As long as that 8 goes, it looks like that 8 will go. He can walk the 9 ball, come to the table, 10, a little bit of 13, draw back to the 8. For a guy like Clint, he's got a lot of work to do. As long as he can get on that 9 ball, whole lot of bottom left, draw it around the pack. I think he will be easy out for him after that. And I think that's what he is looking at. Right around. Well, he ran into the 2 ball. But from the looks of the table, I think he will be okay. Running that 10 ball full, come up the table just a hair. Yes, sir, just like that. Now, with the shape he has, he might have to go 2 rails, come out to the 8 ball, but I think he won't have no problem doing that. Oh, he gonna come straight out of it. Risky. I think he might have gotten out of trouble. Real risky, but he got out of jail.
Your views are right there, side above there. I'm gonna come back, but overhead, it's on right now. You can change these 3 top ones.
Okay.
Just the top one.
And game 1 goes to Mr. Clint. Now we are on the lizard side, so it is alternate break. Good breaking around by Clint. No, I'm not positive, but it looks like we might have a stripe on the break for Rusty. Now, bear in mind, it is an open table, but he has dropped a stripe. My apologies, he has dropped a solid. He said he's gonna be back, but I ain't gonna hold him to it. Oh, you saint. Thank you.
They actually let you come back here?
Huh?
They actually let you come back here?
Oh, yeah.
But you don't know that.
Thank you.
Who else do we have?
And that is a declaration by Rusty for solids.
Ooh. So, just in case you guys don't remember my voice, I'm that Jacob Gilbert guy that commentated a couple of matches for 9-ball on Thursday. I have jumped in the booth here real quick. I will give it over to whatever that other guy's name is when he gets back, if he gets back. But frankly, I like commentating, so
I will say they're in good hands. You're a very, very, very knowledgeable guy, and you do see your way around a table very well.
well, I wish I could do it when I was actually playing. That would make all the difference.
I think he has the same problem I am. You can coach with the best of them, but when it comes to the put it into perspective,
Yeah, it's one
we
of
don't
those,
execute the best.
No, yeah, it's one of those things that commentators have always said. If we don't miss many from the booth. That's true.
And that's how me and you are sitting right here next to each other.
That's right, man. As I'm out. Just in case you guys were wondering. I'm out. I played some good players though.
I have played some very good players this week, and I've watched some very good players play pool.
God, he's got a good angle here. If he just controls his cue ball.
And it looks like he done just that. And it looks like Rusty has perfect shape on the 8, slight bit of angle.
Yeah, couldn't ask for
And we
better.
might tie it up for 1-1.
Couldn't ask for better. Very nice.
This is fantastic pool we are watching, ladies and gentlemen.
Is this a winner's side match or is this a loser's match?
This is a loser's side match.
Oh, okay.
Alternate
All right.
break. We're tied at the race 1-1. We got Clint and Rusty, two very strong players.
Yeah.
Clint ran deep into the 9-ball.
He did.
And,
He is no slouch.
No, sir. He was one of my horsies that I picked for the 8-ball race for this weekend.
Oh, really?
He was. Clint was one of my top picks. I picked him as I don't want to say an underdog because that would be a dig on Clint, but he was one of my don't forget about me picks.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a dark horse, but if he wins, no one's going to be surprised, right?
Absolutely not.
Second ball break. Let's see if he gets that corner ball. Brought it back a little bit.
We're thinking decisions.
Put a good stroke on that. He did not get the corner ball.
I think that's a dry break from
He
what
did
I
not
see.
get the corner ball, and yeah, that's one of them there dry breaks. That's what we don't want to do.
And that is a good table to look at, no matter what you're looking at. I take it Rusty shooting solids.
Yep, he's going
The
right
better
after,
option of the table.
Yep, he's going right after it.
Wasting no time to get on and shoot some pool.
I think he might. So like he's pretty good on the 3 here, but if he goes for the 4, then he can deal with this 6-2 grouping down table.
Absolutely. But if he shoots that 3-ball down table,
He could probably easily fall on the 1.
yeah, he could pull it off for the 1 and come back down the table, and then the only problem's that 4-ball where he's sitting at, and I think that's what he's fixing to do.
Nice. He's got some paint.
He might have shape in that 2-ball too. We'll see what he decides.
Yeah.
A lot of left.
Yeah, there we go. Making it, no fear. That kind of tells me that he's going to use maybe the 1 ball as his key ball to the 8.
You know, the way the table's shaping up, I don't think that that is a bad assumption to make.
He could definitely he could fall on any of the 3 balls remaining after the 6 ball.
Absolutely. The 4-ball would be a bit tricky,
A little bit.
but like you have said, he has shape on all 3 balls. We'll see where his mind's at. So he's gonna pull the. From this angle, it doesn't look like he get on the side. So if I can pull a 1, whether the probably down the table, not so much the side pocket. Now if he wants to run it back down the table,
Oh, he does.
he's gonna shoot the 7
Wow.
ball.
Man.
Wow.
He got that pretty tight.
Proves me wrong. He gonna shoot her tight the whole way. Wow.
Oh man, that's good position. I think he's got this ball.
That is almost perfect. Rusty Jackson proving everybody wrong.
You know, I don't think the 8 ball goes by the 15 though. So what's he gonna do here? Is he gonna pull it back into the 10?
I think just a little bit of top left. Come back around the top of the 10, and that 8 ball goes in the bottom right corner there.
Yeah, come around the 10 ball. I like that.
You know,
That'll work.
and I think that might be what he's looking at. And that 8 ball also goes in that top or bottom left corner as well. We'll see how he strokes his ball.
He's pretty straight.
Comes straight back for it. Looks like he's probably going to put her in the bottom right.
Yep. He likes this. He don't miss balls in the open. Aced it.
And no, he does not. You are correct. And I believe that is a dry break from Clint and a run from Rusty Jackson to tie it up 1-1. And folks, this is one of my picks of the weekend. 2 guys playing each other. These are 2 of my top picks. And I'm glad they're playing on the streaming table. For those watching, Cody Cameron is up on Mickey Hammond 1-0. Ray Schultz and Brian Aldridge are tied 2-2. We have Rusty Jackson and Clint Poehlein, which we're watching. Rusty's up 2-1. And I believe that's all the games we're playing right now for 8 ball. I'll tell you a game I'm really excited to watch. That'd be Brady Batman and Brian Hebler. That'll be a dogfight to the end.
Yeah. Head ball break. I like it.
For the 1 ball. So we got a 2 ball in the top corner. Control that cue ball well.
He did. That's pretty much middle of the table. That's where you want the cue ball to end up pretty much in any game that you play, with exception of like some one pocket games and stuff like that. But definitely 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball, stuff like that. You want that to be in the center of the table, and he has got that.
You know, 1 pocket's always been out of my wheelhouse. I've never been a 1 pocket guy. I might try my hand once or twice in the future, but
one pocket seems like a game that's going to be a little slow for my taste. Kind of one of them old man games.
absolutely.
But you'll notice that all of the great players in the world play 1 pocket.
And
So
they play it very well.
so you know, if top pros are going to spend their time learning a game, I'm probably going to invest some time in it.
And we might have one of the best 1 pocket players in the tri-state area shooting this tournament tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and say that name will be Matt Madden.
Oh, Matt Madden.
Watching that man play 1 pocket is something it's something to watch.
Is he going to play this 11 right now? Oh, we cut that.
Cut 15
okay.
ball.
Nice.
Missed a 3. And it looks like Rusty's on his way to a break and run.
Yeah. He definitely used the 11 ball as his insurance there. Well, actually, he probably, depending on how he negotiated the rail and the 3 ball, he probably was using like the 10 12 and 11 balls, insurance balls. That's just the way 8-ball goes.
See, he's got to get that 11 ball out of there quick. Because that kind of, if he leaves that 11 ball too deep in the game, that hinders him for the 8 ball.
True. I don't think he has any options.
And there he
Nice
goes.
shot.
Move that 7 ball.
Nice shot.
Very good. Look at that 10 ball come up the table.
Yep. He's just going to pick his ball here. He wants... Well, the 12 ball's kind of limited now. So, like, it doesn't go past the 3, it doesn't go past the 7. So we've only got a couple of pockets.
What? He plays it right. There's 3 balls. That 12 ball goes into. Now there's 3
There we
pockets, and it definitely goes into 1. I don't know. Does it pass the 9?
It must. He's down on it.
It does.
No problem.
And here goes the 9 ball. Draw back a little bit.
Yep.
And there goes the 8 ball in that top corner. Or bottom. I'm sorry, bottom corner.
Yep. Slightly tight shape, but I don't think that's going to pose any trouble for him.
Absolutely not. He's got security with that 3 ball down there. No chance of scratching.
Yeah, he can hit this as hard or as soft as he wants.
There it is. Breaking run by Mr. Rusty Jackson and put him up 3-1. And I don't think we have any updates on the other games, folks. Ray Schultz and Brian Ackridge is tied 2-2, and that is also raised to 5.
I don't know if you guys were in here for that, but Ray and Ricky Evans just played an awesome match.
Oh, that was one to watch for a long time.
That was something else.
If y'all do not know these 2 players, Ray Schultz was on a pro tour for a very long time. He is no longer a pro. Ricky Evans is a 22-year-old. I don't want to call him a prodigy, but he's the closest thing to it you can find. He's a very, 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 very good young pool player, and we'll watch him do great things in the future.
Oh, for sure. For sure. He's going to be one of the bright lights.
Absolutely.
In our game to come. Oh, scratch on the break. Oh, man.
That is almost a testament to how this set is going with Clint.
Yeah, he's not getting the best of it. He definitely didn't get the best of that. Let's see what we got looking at here. I really like solids on this table, given the lie of the 7, blocking that most convenient pocket for the 14 and the 10.
I would almost agree with you. I'd almost agree with you as well to say that if you take care of that 14 and the 10 out of the gate, you don't have to worry about the 7 ball.
Well,
which it might be what Rusty is looking at.
He might.
Regardless, that is a wide open table. And it looks like he's taking care of the 7 ball out of the game.
Now, see, that's interesting. So, like, he has ball in hand here, right? Wouldn't you think that the 1 ball would be a difficult ball to get on?
I'd like to think the 1 ball has 1 pocket, and that is the top right corner.
Right.
But where that 8 ball is lying, that might be his ball to get onto the 8 ball.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So
you're right about that.
He pulls the 3 ball of the gate. You're going to cut the 7 ball and come up the table. Maybe cut her a bit too thin for his liking. His 5 ball goes. He can cut the 6 ball. I don't know if he will.
He probably can. He probably can and hold shape for the 5. The 4 doesn't pass the 11, so that's not
absolutely not.
That's not something that's going. And that 2 ball does not look like it passes the 13-15 either.
So he's shooting the 5. And now he might be in a bit of trouble.
Maybe.
For shape purposes.
Looks like he's going the wrong way here, kind of. Yeah, he is. He can still get position for the 2 ball.
In the side pocket, but then he's got to come back down to the 1. And then the 4, and he might be out.
Oh,
Ooh,
man. Whew.
that's a tough give.
Man, oh, man.
And a guy like Clint, I don't see a whole lot of options that don't look better than the next.
No, he's gonna make mincemeat of this rack for sure. I imagine he'll start with this 15, and thank Rusty for clearing the 3 and the 7 for the 14 and 10, because that's not a problem anymore.
Absolutely not. A guy like Clint, this is just practice at this point, the way this table looks.
Yeah, he's loving every second of this. He's just gonna take a second to compose himself while he chooses his optimal route to get these stripes off the table.
I think what he's looking at right now, if he wants to, I think he's for sure going to start on that 15 ball. And I think what he was deciding on is if he wants to cut that 12 ball, not cut the 12 ball, walk 12 ball in that top corner, cut 13 ball back to the bottom left corner. And that'll shape him for the rest of the game.
Yeah. It'll just kind of depend on what this cue ball does for him. Okay.
Oh, he hit that with a lot of oomph.
Well, I feel like that he probably felt he was going into that ball no matter what, so he just needed to make sure that he knew what the cue ball was going to do. I don't know if he got where he wanted to, though.
I think he might have tied himself up a little bit and put himself in a bind.
Yeah. From the overhead, it looks like the only ball he's got that goes to a pocket straight in would be the 9 ball.
9 ball.
I can't imagine that's what he wanted.
It looks like he's shooting at the, what's that down there? The 14 ball?
The overhead
he might be able to put a whole bunch of top right or bottom right on it, and swerve it around the 13 and put it down there in that bottom right. But
I mean,
I agree with you. I think the only pocket that goes is that 9 ball.
Yep. That's not. This can't be where he wanted to be.
Not a shot. I think that's what he's looking at too.
Yeah.
Is if he can miss that 13 ball, and I think he can. I think if he shoots directly kind of right at the far left side of that 13 ball and a whole lot of right English, he can pull her right around it. But
man, that's asking so much.
That's a lot of table to work with.
So far away, asking the cue ball to do exactly what you expect it to do. Let's see what he does.
Looks like Wesley might be trying. No.
He's playing safe. Very nice.
And
safe.
that is
that
might be the best safety we're gonna see all night.
Oh man.
Mr. Clint. I wish we could rewind that and watch it again.
Over and over and over again. This is awful.
My.
That is awful. Man.
Talk about being in the doghouse.
Yep, that is wow. Well,
he's gonna have to split the 14. It looks like the 10 ball just to get on the 4 to get out of it.
Yeah.
And that's a tough ask.
It is. It is a tough. He's got to hit this just perfect. And I think you're right. Ideally, you'd like to shoot at the 6, but you can't.
He got right out of it. He got a good hit, good touch, and again, like you said, I mean, we've been here once before. It opens the table up for Clint.
Yeah, I mean, his decision to start down table with the 3-7 is going to bite him in the ass with this, because now that 10 ball goes, 14 ball goes.
I don't see a ball that doesn't go. Not for a guy of this caliber. I mean, he can start wherever he wants, and it all depends on where he wants that cue ball to lie.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I think he needs it right in the middle of the table, kind of about 6 inches to the side pocket of the 6 ball is where he wants it to lie.
Yeah, pretty much. If you can just keep coming back center table, he's gonna like what he sees.
I think he's probably thinking about that 10 ball. No, it looks like he's cutting the 14.
Yep, he'll do the 14, and then he'll play the 12 ball. He actually could have hit that a little harder and play the 10 ball next, but I think he's going to leave the 10 ball for his 8, and I think he'll do 12, and then 13, and then one rail to the 11, and then 9, and then back up to the 10. I think that might be his
Well,
plan.
out goes the 10. Yeah, there goes the 12 ball. And like you said, I guess now's the time for decisions where you can cut 13 or 11. Either one looks better than the next.
It's true. It's true. I think the 13 is the correct ball. Let's go one rail, and then actually he can depending on how hard he hits this, he can get on the 11 or the 9.
Yeah, you can either go to the bottom left or the bottom right or middle pocket.
Oh,
I
we
take
don't
it
wanna-
he's fixing to cut that 9 in that side pocket there, and he might run it up the table. I doubt he will. If he runs up the table, he have better shape on the 11 coming down, but now you got the 9 ball to worry about.
I agree, but I don't think he gave himself the 9 ball cut up the rail. He might not have.
No, he got to go to the side pocket, don't he?
That's a small pocket from there, so he's got to hit this good. He doesn't like it. It's not a hanger.
He's second guessing himself, isn't he?
Yeah, he really made that tight.
His problem is he's got to throw a whole bunch of right English on it, pull him off the rail. He throws that right English, he's going to throw it down the table. He's got to be able to hit full.
Yeah, and I don't think he can. I think the 11's got him.
He going to try it, though. He put a little bit of right on it, the way it looks.
Oh, good
right
try,
off,
but he
right
did
off
not.
the
He
edge
did
of the
not hit
pocket.
it.
Went to Rusty Jackson to the table, and I think Rusty's got a pretty good one to look at. Rusty's got many options. He can run it no matter how many ways he looks at it. He's got a good 6 ball. He's got a good 2 ball. He's got a good 2 to 6, which I like, and looks like he's going to rock the 6 ball. Go probably a rail or 2 down the table.
Very nice position.
Very. Takes care of that 1 ball. Now, here's a question. What ball is he going to use to get back down to the 8?
From here, it looks like it's going to be the 4
The
ball.
4 ball.
So if he gets he can get any angle he wants on the 4 ball, and then he's got to go from 4 to 8. So I think he would rather go over the 10 instead of under it, so the shape isn't so tight.
He left himself the perfect angle to get down to it too.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
The perfect angle. I was wondering how he was going to have that 4 ball. That's a perfect angle, and that's Rusty. I think that's what. It's either 3-1 or 4-1.
Let's see.
That'll be a 4-1, Rusty Jackson.
Man.
And this is a losing side, so Rusty's on the hill.
Yes, he is.
And he is whooping a guy like Clint, and that says something. Clinton's no slouch.
He isn't.
There's many people in this bar I pick up a pool cue and play against, and Clinton's not one of them.
No. Yeah, you'd have to be crazy to say, yeah, I can beat Clint. No problem.
Yeah,
Let's go.
He is not one of them. So let's see if we can't give you guys a live update here. What else is going on? So Mickey Hammond is beating Cody Cameron 2-1.
Oh, buddy.
That'll be a good one to watch too. I wish they were playing on TV table.
Yeah.
We got Matt Madden, Allison Hardwick, who just started. That'll be a great game to watch as well.
Oh,
Ray Schultz is beating Brian Ackridge 4-3. So
Man.
Ray's on the hill. That'll be.
that's a good one. That's
we're,
a good one.
We're in them now. Then we got Rusty and Clint 4-1.
4-1, but Rusty Jackson just broke dry. Using that center ball break, those 2 balls behind the head ball, they kind of go towards the side pocket. If you're a good breaker, and he had that 10 ball going, but it got kicked out at the last second.
See, the problem with that center ball break is, and this is something that I try to do a whole bunch, is you gotta throw a whole lot of bottom inside English on it. You have to. You gotta run that cue ball back into the pack.
Yeah, that'll help.
So what do we got Clint looking at here? We got drop break.
The other
It looks like the 10, and is that the 12 ball that might be tied up? He might be taken care of.
Yep,
Out of the gate.
He's gonna take care of this right now. Yeah,
And
that's
that
not
he
a
did.
problem anymore.
And now he's got a wide open table to play on, maybe?
No, I don't think that this. I don't think you can call this a wide open table.
It looks
because
like he might be tied up a little bit.
I think he expected that 14 ball to dress up, and it didn't. Not quite.
I think he might be right. And he's got maybe a rail, 2 reels back to 11, or hit over some pace and bring it back down the middle of the table, which might be his best option. But nothing's really falling in front of a pocket.
No, this is kind of a big ask here to get shape and to not hit anything. At this level, you don't want to be going into balls if you don't have to.
And
Oh man, he hit that
off with
11
the
ball
scratch.
just right and got the scratch. Man, how do you how much do you think Rusty's loving this? Ball in hand.
You know, I almost think Rusty might have wished he would have made it. Rusty don't have an easy out because that 4 ball don't pass by that 15 ball. So I almost wish you would have thought, or almost think you would have wished that Clint would have moved that 15 ball.
Yeah.
That 3 ball's going to come back up the table, so that's his way into them 2 balls. And
You know, I was watching Rusty practice, and he was actually hitting a bunch of not jumps,
Bank
a bunch
shots.
of banks. Yeah, he was hitting a bunch of banks. If I was Rusty right now with his banking ability, I'd think about banking that 4 ball right now and just solving all issues.
you know, and I watched he pulled it off the rail. But I watched the same warm-up that you watched with Rusty, and I thought he was playing to give a bank pull against somebody.
Yeah, I mean,
But
yeah.
he was the only one standing at that table, and he was just automatic,
Yeah.
just a machine. This is
He
smooth. He just put the key ball where he wanted to, and then
and then bank the
Got
next
one.
ball, no problem, right?
got one.
He erred on the side of caution here and played an excellent safety instead.
Absolutely.
And yeah, this is all Clint could ever want to make this kick.
But knowing Clint, I think he might run into the heavy pack down there. If he can somehow, some way, find a way to that 9 pole and roll her up the table, I think he'll be okay. As long as he can keep Rusty off the 1 ball, I think he might be all right.
Yeah, if he can make a good hit here with the wire of the 15 ball blocking the pocket to the 4, Rusty's gonna have to bank it.
Oh, thank you.
Are you done with this?
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Looks like he was going 2 rails at the 13. Well, you can't get to 13.
Oh man.
And that'd be a table scratch. But Rusty's got some thinking to do. So, what do you look like's the problem ball? I think I'd walk the 4 ball up the table and get the 4 ball out of the way. I think if you get good shape on the 5 ball, 5 ball might pass. It looks like he's going to come from the 7 back down the table towards them 2 balls.
Yeah. I do kind of like playing position to play the 5 ball in the pocket that it looks like it goes in. I can't be sure. It looks like it'll go by the 11.
I also think if you
He went
well,
into them to
he's
open the
gonna run
pocket
it.
up. Very nice.
That is much better than what I thought about doing. And that might be why me and you were sitting in the booth and he was still playing.
Yeah. Don't you wonder about it. That is exactly why we are here.
That is a good shot. He
Exactly.
opened that pocket wide open. So
Yep.
obviously the 7 ball goes. The 4 ball has no problem going in. It looks like it hits some pace to the 1 ball. Come back up the table, maybe 2 rails.
Yep.
You're gonna
That
draw
is-
back.
That's the difference between top players and players like you and me is they get that perfect shot and that perfect breakout, and then the game is easy from there because they get exactly what they're asking for. And this is the game right here. He makes these 3.
And it looks like he has a very good shot with it. See, me, I have a worry running into balls like that. And it might be a lack of skill or bad luck, but I would have got hung up behind the ball if I would have tried that.
Very very
But that
possible.
was a perfect breakout, and there goes a 2 ball and an easy shape for the 8 on the side.
Back and forth. Oh, he missed
he
it.
missed it.
No. No, he didn't.
Rusty Jackson left Clinton
Man.
open. I bet Clint is licking his lips right now,
Oh.
waiting to get on this table.
He's gotta be. He's got to be.
I don't even know. I mean,
Man.
these are good shapes for Clinton. He got a 13 ball automatic, obviously, but maybe a whole bunch of top come off the long rail shape for the 15.
Yeah, I like that.
Come back down the table is about all.
You know, the one
He's
the one
gonna have
thing
to.
the one thing that I notice when I'm watching these top players is they get into spots like this, and like a player like you and me are like, all right, the 2 balls hanging in the pocket. We got to make sure he cannot see that if we happen to miss.
Oh, they don't
But
care.
a guy like Clint, he's like, okay, so I'll just make these 5 balls,
Yeah.
and we're done.
They don't even look at that 2
Yeah.
balls a factor.
Yeah,
Guy like
not
me
even-
and you, I think in this scenario between me and you, I'd just barely, cut that 15 ball, and I walk her behind the 9 and the 11. I'd make Rusty kick at it.
Yeah.
You
But
know
he's-
that 8 ball has you blocked one way,
Yeah,
and
but he's,
I think I make him kick. He'll make a 11 ball.
yeah, he's gonna make the 11 though. He's getting out. Like
Yeah.
the best safety is Rusty sitting in his chair. And
Absolutely.
And that's what Clint is thinking of.
And
right
I'm
now.
not sure. I think Rusty broke this rack as well. No, Clint broke this rack. He broke dry. So Clint needs this out. He's got to keep Rusty in his chair as long as he can. And there it is. There goes a 15 ball.
Yep.
Come up the rail a bit. 9 and 8 ball in that bottom left corner.
Nice.
There it is.
Nice. Nice. He could play position for either pocket. He could
Yeah.
play 8 in the corner or 8 in the side.
I think he'll follow it through just a little bit, pull it off the short rail, have a straighting shot for the 8. Ooh, he gonna come up the side pocket like you said.
See, and that's the kind of shot that a player like me or you probably wouldn't play because
I would. I'd risk overrunning it.
exactly, or even if you miss it, like just having the cue ball go towards the 2. That's not what we want to do, because we're so worried about. Oh man, he's got a ball hanging, but that's not the way these champions think.
No, and these are good. We're in the means of some good pool players at this point. By the way, how did you play this weekend?
Well, overall, I'm pretty happy with the way I played, but so the 9-ball tournament on Thursday, I went 2 and out. I drew TJ in the winners bracket
That's
first
a tough
round.
one.
Yeah, TJ Hammond is
That's a tough out of the
is-
gate.
that's a tough ass to beat old TJ in really any game, and that didn't go my way. That score went 5-2, and then after that, I ran into Logan Orth in the losers bracket, and Logan played great. He didn't miss the balls that I missed, and that was the difference. Like I hung up a lot of balls for him, and he just capitalized. And that's
That's the problem with Logan is that if you leave him a wide open table, you can sit around and watch him He'll make his own mistakes, but if you leave him a table, he will make you pay for it. He will punish you.
Yeah. And I gotta admit, I was waiting for Logan to make mistakes, and the mistakes didn't come. And sometimes when you're playing a player like that, and you're like, yeah, he's gonna miss one, then they don't. It's just kind of the way it goes. So that was my 9-ball, and then 8-ball. I actually drew TJ again first round in 8-ball, which went exactly the way you would imagine. And then after that, we came back day 2, and my first opponent actually didn't show up. So
so you got the bye.
I got a bye, forfeit, whatever you want to call it.
See, I played in plenty of tournaments to where, like last night in the 8-ball, I played Shotty, and Shotty's no slouch. You know, Shotty went deep today in the winners bracket, and I think he might have lost the second game tonight. He's out. He's no slouch.
Yeah.
But I had to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning, go to work, and I was ready to go. And thank God I had to, because they didn't finish playing the 9-ball until 6:30 in the morning.
That's true.
I was 2.5 hours of work at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
But you get guys like that, and I will hang around and I will quote unquote play, just to let somebody play a little bit of pool, keep them stroked, keep warmed up, knowing I'm on my way out, because I don't believe that someone should have to wait around 2.5 hours because somebody had a pouty lip and had to go home because they lost their first set.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a firm believer people should get to play. So I'll hang around. I'll bite the bullet and I'll hang around. And I'm not going to say I gave it to Shotty, because I didn't. Shotty beat me fair and square. And tonight I got Andrew, is it Pittman? Andrew Pittman gave me the beans and the berries all I wanted today. He did. Brian Hebler gave me the beans and the berries all I wanted yesterday. He let me shoot about 3 times in 6 matches, 6 games.
Yeah.
So Brian Hebler, and I believe he's still in the winners bracket, and I hope he goes all the way. But he gave me all I wanted, plus a little bit. So Rusty down to the 7. It looks like that he has a shape on a 2-ball, which you might take.
I don't think he has a choice. I think he's got to play the 2. The decision here, in my opinion, is: do you want to play the 5-ball next or the 4-ball next?
I think he'll play the 4-ball and he'll come around to the 5. But I might be wrong. He might play the 2-ball. Yep. He might come. I don't think he's got a choice with the 4-ball now.
No, he was definitely.
He can't come 2 rails to the 4. I mean, that'd be a tough ask. That'd be a long cutback to the 4. I don't think he's got a choice.
No, he definitely was playing to go 2 to 4, and then so he'll hit this 4-ball, and I think he'll put a little bit of left spin on it to kind of have the cue ball come up to the center of the table just a little bit, kind of towards the spot, and then he'll play the 5-ball on the side, and then probably follow through and play the 8 maybe in the other side.
Oh, he gonna stop her. He gonna play the 5-ball in the side pocket. Follow her through a little bit, and where do you think that 8-ball goes? He gotta have perfect shape for the 8.
I think if he just makes this, okay, so from what I can see, I think that if he just makes this 5,
he can stop her and put the 8 down that bottom right corner too.
He can. I think if he just makes this 5, if he just runs it through a little bit, the 8-ball will go right here.
Absolutely, I agree with you. And I think that's what his plan is. He's got to hit it perfect speed.
He gonna
put
pocket.
He gonna put it right back down there. That is a risky shot. That is a tight pocket.
Yeah, and
that might be the smallest pocket of the day.
It might have been, and he really had to hit that good. I wouldn't have been surprised if he had to elevate. I wish we weren't on the overhead. I could have told you, but I feel like that he had to elevate to make the cue ball do this.
Oh, he absolutely had to have. That might have been one of the better shots I've seen of the day. Something so simple. What looks so simple.
So simple that Clint has conceded he has let him have it.
Oh, he's talking about something. I wish I knew what they were talking about. It looks like Clint's trying to say he maybe have hit a different ball first.
I can't imagine how. I think he conceded the match.
Well,
Yeah,
Rusty's
he
picking
did.
his cues up. I think you're right. Clint did. And we're on the bottom half of the bracket. That's not like Clint. Clint usually plays them out to the end of the way.
Well, with a score of what was it? 4-2 at the time.
4-2, but that's still not like Clint.
Well, given where he got on the 8-ball,
He did. He has a good
There's
shape.
no-
That was
there's no-
one of the most pure shots you can ask for.
yeah, there's no you can't imagine that Rusty's going to miss an 8-ball like that.
So-
it happens, but you can't imagine it.
So we have a barn burner going on between Cody Cameron and Mickey Hammond. We got a 3-3 race right now.
Yeah, Mickey's all over it, man. He's doing great.
I think Mickey's biggest problem is he runs all these tournaments with Pat. And if Mickey would just let Pat take the reins on some of these tournaments and just Mickey play. Mickey plays some of the best 8-ball I've ever seen.
Mickey plays some of the best 9-ball I've ever played, too.
See? Which everybody says that, but I take Mickey an 8-ball every day, not 9-ball.
Yeah.
I'll take Mickey 8-ball every day. I wish I could have got in on some of him. So we got Mickey and Cody Cameron. Cody Cameron's no slouch. She's a strong 7 in the APA around here.
Yeah.
So we got Matt Madden, Allison Hardwick. They're still waiting to play, it looks like. Ray Schultz and TJ. They're still waiting to play. And that's all we got. We'll have to wait for the next call. Do we have table 13 on here? Can we swap table 13?
Nope. This is the only table they stream here is table 18. That's it.
I thought
We
we
can,
had another one as well.
Nope. We can see some of what's going on table. What is that? 13. That's table 15 back there in the back.
15.
But we really can't see much. Is that the table that Mickey's playing on?
That's Cody and Mickey back here.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Which I think that TV, that's in a bad spot. I'd hate to shoot in that table instead of that TV for shooting on the table. It flips just enough.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing our best with what we have. And
these guys playing on table 18 they're playing very, very, very good pool. And here comes Mickey stroking down the table. Looks like he potted a ball in the bottom right pocket down there.
aced it.
Trying to look around the TV.
Aced it. He doesn't.
Yeah, curious State Farm. Go get your insurance through State Farm.
Oh, he made that one too. Look at that. His body language doesn't look like he's at all worried.
Mickey is one of the. He is the definition of a fearless player. I've watched Mickey pull himself out some tight spots.
Yeah.
I got to look at a safety, want to kick at the ball, Mickey will call a ball confident in the pocket and shoot over some pace and some force and just ever so flawlessly put it right in the heart of a pocket.
Yeah,
and that's what I love about watching Mickey play.
Yeah. I've noticed that about Mickey. He hits balls pretty hard.
He does, and he hits them fearlessly.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not one of them guys like he'll roll a ball if he has to for shape, but he'd rather put a good stroke on it.
Yeah, he go 5 rails for the shape aside from a 6-inch shape every day.
Yeah, you're absolutely
I'm
right
not
about
sure
that.
if that's a pride thing or if that's a Mickey thing, but he's not afraid to put a good stroke on a ball.
No, he's not, and that I think that comes from years of playing on tables that are unlevel. Like we're not gonna let the ball just roll. No way.
Yeah.
We're just gonna hit it.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about making a lot of tables. We got 6 tables. I'm gonna go ahead and say the top part of the bar in here. of the Eagles. We got 6 tables. Him and Pat Akers built them all, and they built them on. Nick Schnell came through and loved them all, built them, and he's got his sports bar. They got 2 beautiful diamond tables. They're probably fixing to buy the next door neighbors out and put 6 to 8 more tables in. Well, it looks like we got Ray and TJ coming up. This will be a great game, but
this will be awesome.
Mickey is a very big fan of taking care of his tables. He has put a
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So we've been tagged out. We're going to step out of the booth, and we're going to leave you with 2 other really capable players. My buddy from Robinson, Danny Cravens, and my other buddy who was from Robinson. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say that he's from Champaign. Sean Mitchell.
Hey, Champaign, Illinois is my neck of the woods.
Hey, there
I
you
shot a
go,
lot of
man.
pool up there.
You'll be running into Sean.
All right, y'all have yourselves a very good night and be ready to watch some very good pool between TJ and Ray.
Yes, sir.
This will be a game, a very good game to watch. This will be a very good game to watch. I'm gonna watch it.
I probably will too.
Front hand, Bubba.
I probably will too.
If you know, Mickey put a fucking pool chalk. Like, I don't want to say it. You can only do